Voting for the 20th presidential election is underway, and voters in South Korea began casting their ballots from 6 a.m. and have until this evening to decide how the country will be run over the next 5 years.
For more on this, we have two of our reporters at a couple of different polling stations here in Seoul. First, we turn to our Kim Yeon-seung, who's been out at a polling station, the capital central Jongno-gu district. That's a highly symbolic area in Korean politics, stretching back decades. Yeon-seung, you've been there since the wee hours for us. Are you seeing many voters yet?
Right, so Mark, like you've already mentioned, voting kicked off at 6 a.m. this morning. And since the moment the police station opens its doors, people have been waiting in long lines outside the station, out in the cold and out in the dark. Now, within the first hour, more than 945,000 or 2.1% of voters have voted. With voter turnout already having reached a record high of 37% during early voting last weekend, today is looking like it's going to be equally as busy. On Wednesday, 14,464 polling stations nationwide are open to accommodate a total of more than 44 million voters. Voting will run for more than 12 hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for regular voters and 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. for COVID-19 infected or isolating voters. For those who have not yet cast a ballot, there are several things to take note of before heading to polling stations. Having ID is essential. Voters must bring a driver's license, passport, or ID card to cast a ballot. And also, taking selfies or pictures of the ballots while inside the polling booths is strictly prohibited. These acts are a violation of the election law, and offenders can be sentenced to up to 2 years in prison or fined up to 4 million Korean won, or roughly $3,200. But taking a picture outside polling stations and posting it on social media is allowed. So make sure when you get here, you follow through the election laws and guidelines to make sure that your vote counts. Back to you, Mugen and Mark.